Sorry for the interruption. GCV gang was good. This is getting rid of anger out of your life so you can have a better life part 2. I got you guys. Okay, where we left off at was we were talking about how to get the anger out of your life. I had just previously gave some scriptures on anger and on what God says about anger and how he feels about anger. And now I have some ways on how to for you to get the anger out of your life. Okay? Figure out how to change the response. Okay, you have to figure out how to change the response. Once you figure out what makes you angry, right? Grab your notebook, like I said, grab your notebook, fresh new blank sheet of paper, grab your pen, write the question, write this question: how what makes me angry? Okay, or you could just write down, find out what makes you angry. I just wrote down, find out what makes you angry, and I wrote a list, and it says you have to figure out how to change the response. You have to figure out how you change the response to it next time. So the next time when you get angry, you have to either take a deep breath. All right, that's how you could change your response to it. You have to count to 10, like something like that. I know these are silly little things to say, but it'll help stop you from ruining your life or cursing somebody out or acting like a fool. So it's worth it. Okay. These are the things that you do that will change your mind, that will separate you from the angry feeling. So you won't be enraged. All right. So that way you'll be calm. You'll be able to calm down. Okay. According to scientists, right? Anger. What did I put? According to scientists, anger, that stuff will stop your blood from flowing correctly, and it'll cause stress, and it could cause inflammation in your airways. Okay, it'll stop your blood from blowing correctly, and say if you don't smoke cigarettes, it'll cause you to have like cancer in your lungs. It'll like cause inflammation in your lungs. It'll cause you to have like smoker lungs. So anger is definitely not something that you want in your body, because like once this stuff gets into your organs, once this stuff starts to like leave your mind and seep into the rest of your body, like it starts to attack, it starts to spread just like cancer. Okay, hostility will hurt your lungs, people. Okay, you want to get busy. You're gonna want to hit a punching bag, go for a bike ride, go play football, go work out, go do some pull-ups, do some push-ups, anything that'll get you, that will physically take your mind off of that anger, that will get some of that stress out of you, that you could relieve that stress. Okay, anger can bring you one step closer to the grave. All right, if you state how you feel, you could potentially live longer. When you stay angry and you don't, and you hold that in, it's killing you. It's literally killing you. When people are making you angry, you have to assert yourself. You can't just let it go and hold it in. That's going to cause you to be depressed. That's going to cause you to be sad. That's going to cause you to have anxiety. You're going to want to get that off your chest. You're going to want to speak up and tell that poor person. All right, you're going to want to speak up. You're going to want to let your voice be heard. You're going to want to let that person hear what you have to say what's on your mind. People who sometimes don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or people who are sometimes they're afraid to speak up because they think somebody's going to feel some type of way about that. Well, look here, beautiful soul. They don't care about making you angry and making you upset. So don't freak out on them. Don't just sternly and assertively say, hey, yo, you are doing something that's making me frustrated and upset, and you need to chill out and stop, or whatever it is, But what I'm saying is, don't say that, because then they'll probably be like, oh, I'll make this person mad. But do say what you have to say with that tone, right? And with that level of assertiveness, so they know to stop doing whatever they're doing. Like, yo, chill out. Yo, cool out. Like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That needs to stop. And make sure you're assertive with them, and you could be angry with them that way. That's how you get your anger out. When they try to piss you off and get you upset, that's how you get your anger out. You don't get your anger out by starting a fight and letting that make you upset to the point where you act like a fool. Okay, you want to think and use your mind. You don't want to act like a fool and start a fight with them just because they made you angry. If you want to play chess back with them, you want to put that anger back onto them and not even be upset about it. And let you just act towards them in an assertive way, not in an angry way. That way you get the anger out, and that way you don't act in an angry way. So now they're tripping because you just said something to them. You did something they didn't expect, because they thought you were a pushover because you were quiet, not saying anything or holding it in. And now on top of that, you handled it in a way to where you could just go back to enjoy your day, and now they got to deal with that. That anger is back on them. Okay, you didn't let it affect you. You kept it moving, and you reacted the proper way, and you didn't act like a fool. You didn't get into that rah-rah mode to potentially where you would start a fight and get angry and let them push your buttons to the point of no return. All right, where we leave off at? Yeah, like I said, express yourself, okay? Directly tell people what you're mad about. Tell those people what you're mad about. Like, yo, you need to stop that. You're frustrating me. It's getting on my nerves. People who purposely try to make you angry that were sent by the devil, okay, were sent to shorten your days. Those people were sent to shorten your days of life, okay? The devil has agents, and what he'll do is sometimes he will send those people into your life to try to test you and try to get you upset. But that anger, you don't want to deal with that because that will shorten your life expectancy, okay? That's what stress experts say. Anger affects the heart and the arteries, okay? It can affect your memory. Anger is the root of evil, okay? Anger is the root of evil. When you're angry, you're going to do something that could possibly take somebody's life, that could possibly hurt somebody, that could possibly um, make an altering change to somebody. And that's why you want to be slow to anger. All those people who went to jail, that killed somebody, that murdered somebody, that regret it and that want to come out and be free and stuff like that, they were angry, y'all. They did something that they now regret that they got to be behind bars for the rest of their life. God forbid, hopefully they don't have to do that, but God's trying to save you from making these type of decisions so you don't alter your life in a bad way or somebody else's life. All right. Anger can make you destroy your assets. Like when you get angry to the point to where you're breaking your stuff, now whatever you were angry about has made you angry, and now you have another problem. When you get angry and you break stuff, you're just causing more problems for yourself. Now you're going to have to take money that you were supposed to save for something else, or save for something that you were going to treat yourself with, or for something that you needed. Now you have to take it and spend it on something else. So when you break up your stuff, you're moving backwards. When you break up your stuff, you're causing yourself more problems. And if you have anger, it's just one more thing for you to be angry and upset about. Stop breaking your stuff because you're frustrated and upset. I've been there, but things cost money and time costs money. So now you're going to have to use that same amount of time and effort that you could have used for something good, for something better, to go get something that you already had, that if you didn't break it, you'd still have it. Okay. Stop letting your anger get the best of you. Okay. It can cause you to verbally abuse yourself or your loved ones. Like you don't want to say something to your loved ones that you can't take back. You don't want to say something that's going to hurt one of your loved ones' feelings, right? Because that's abuse. You don't want to abuse them because that's something that they have to deal with. Yes, some days go by, but what you said still stands. And you don't want to have said something just because you got angry, but it still left a scar on that person. Whatever anger you felt, now you put it into that person in the form of abuse. So just like you felt that anger, now they feel that abuse. So now you're pushing that anger on to other people. Now it's somebody else that's angry. All right, now you're spreading the disease. You're spreading the infection instead of spreading healing, instead of trying to heal people and make things better. All right, so don't get angry and don't get upset with your loved ones and in general, and say things that you don't want to, that you wouldn't want to take back, because that's verbal abuse and that's not good either. God does not honor that. Okay. Are you taking something personally? Are you taking it personally? Whatever that person did, you have to ask yourself, are you taking it personally? Are You have to ask yourself, is it worth getting angry about? No. All right. Is your level of anger equal to what they did? Okay. Is your level of anger equal to whatever they did to make you angry about? Usually, most times, no. Sometimes it is. Most of the times, no. Most of the times, our anger outweighs what that person did. We get angry about over something silly and something foolish. Okay. Sometimes it's stuff that people do makes us mad, but is it really worth like really getting all caught up and vexed and like angry to the point where it's like you feel it in your back, like you're tension, and now you're angry and you're like sweating and you're cursing and you want to go hurt somebody? Is it really worth all that? No. Be slow to anger. You're supposed to be peaceful and just let that all go. If you do experience that level of anger, if you do experience that, just know that that is not the truth of you. No, that's the false version of you. That's a false prophet. You're worshiping a false idol. And let that anger go and let God and you become present and dormant in your experience. Don't let it lie dormant, okay? Ask yourself, is this worth getting angry about? No. Are you overreacting? Most of the time, you're just overreacting. Don't overreact. Don't let it get you mad to the point where you overreact. You're supposed to be slow to anger, okay? You're supposed to be slow to anger. When you're slow to anger, you won't overreact. You won't let people have you out here I mean, you won't have yourself out here looking like a fool. You won't even, people won't even bother you anymore because you're going to be working on yourself. You're going to take the focus off of people and you're going to put the focus back onto you because you're going to take responsibility, and you're going to take responsibility for how you react to those people. You're going to take responsibility for your actions, and you're going to not let those people get angry, make you angry anymore. In fact, you're going to forgive yourself. You're going to put so much work into yourself. You're going to see it as you, and you're going to forgive yourself for even allowing those people to make you angry in the first place. All right. Address your feelings before you lose control. Take your emotional thermometer, okay? Check your thermometer of life. Check your temperature when it comes to your anger, all right? If something's about to make you blow up, something's about to make you boil to the point of no return, check yourself. Walk away from the situation and be like, yo, am I really mad? How mad am I about this? Am I getting upset? Am I getting frustrated? You're going to have to do that to check yourself, to keep yourself from looking like a fool, to keep yourself from getting in any bad situations, to keep yourself from getting into any altercations to where you would harm somebody, use malice, okay, brawl, slander, like we said previously in those scriptures that we stated, okay? Change your breath, okay? When you breathe, you could breathe and you could change your breath rate, and that will help you calm down. That's something that'll help you calm down and not be angry, okay? Learn to express yourself more productively. Like we said, when someone's making you angry, don't hold it in. Call them out on it, okay? Call them out on it. Talk to them, express yourself, use your words, stand up for yourself, and let that person know what they did was wrong and that it affected you and they need to chill out. And like I said, if you have to, if they get to the point where they want to get rowdy, use some scriptures on them or just walk away. All right. Limit the time you watch the news. When you limit the amount of time you watch the news, you're not going to be angry because the news, they put stuff out there to purposely try to cause people to be upset, confused, and frustrated. So when you watch the news, when you start your day, that's making you angry. And then when you're angry, when you look for, like, the news gives you things to find to be angry about. And when you start your day finding things to be angry about, you're going to go throughout the day looking for other things to be angry about. That's why it's not good to watch the news all the time. Okay, limit the time you watch the news. And you can't control others. You can only control yourself. This is something that also will help you with your anger. You can't control how these weird people act out here. You can't control how other fools act. All you can control is you, and stop you from acting like a fool. The only fool you can control is you. You can't control any of these other fools out here. You can control yourself and be slow to anger, so that way you're not a fool. And then when you see these other fools, you'll just laugh and say your scriptures quietly to yourself and keep your peace. Yo, this, like, anger lowers, it could lower your bone density. It increases your blood glucose level. It increases your blood pressure. It increases the blood fatty acid level. Okay. Anger makes your blood fat. All right. Anger makes fatty blood. You don't want that. That's going to clog your arteries. Let's see what all the things that anger does to you. That's why it's not good to be angry. That's why God has all these scriptures telling you to chill out. All right. If you want to get rid of if you wanted to get rid of a bad habit, would you manage it or would you let it go? Think about that. If you had a bad habit, would you be like, yo, I'm going to manage this bad habit. I'm going to get it under control. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to work this thing out with this bad habit and everything's going to be all right. No, you wouldn't say that. Okay. No, you would not say that. You would get rid of it, okay? You wouldn't manage it. You would not manage it. You would get rid of it. If you want to get rid of your anger, don't manage it. People want to manage their anger. Why would you want to manage? Just think about that. Why would you want to manage something that you want to get rid of? You don't want to manage. Anger is not something you want to manage. Anger is something you want to give the boot. Anger is something you want to get out of your life. Okay? So don't manage it. Cast it out. All right? Just like treat it like a sin. Treat it like a demon. Cast that anger out and sin no more. Meaning don't allow yourself to be angry anymore and don't sin against yourself anymore, y'all. Don't sin against yourself anymore because you have God in you. You have good in you. You have positive in you, and you don't have to hold on to this anger. You don't have to be angry. All right. Early in my journey, like I said, anger ruled my life. I got angry at everyone and everything, all because I didn't know these principles, all because I didn't know I could change my quality of life and change my mindset. I didn't know that I could change my mind. I thought anger was just something that I was stuck with. I just thought it was something that I had to deal with. I thought I was just, that was me. That was a part of me. I thought that was it. But no, now I changed my mind. Now I'm slow to anger. I'm peaceful, and I'm working on myself, and I'm working on it every day. I'm getting slower and slower to anger, I should say. I'm still a work in progress, and I'm not ashamed to say that. You shouldn't be either. So hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. This is the part 2 to the previous video about anger. Thank you for watching this video from the beginning to the end, my friend, and stay peaceful, and let's keep the peace, y'all. Keep casting out that anger so you can have a more healthier life and a lighter spirit. Thank you for watching this Druuill video. Stay tuned to the next video, y'all.